Hi there and welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer. This is A Country Life and let's get started on a Meals of the Week video. We are still using this little propane burner for cooking. Our stove is in this predicament. All of the parts have come and tomorrow is the day that Warren has earmarked to be able to work on that and get that installed because he has to put in a couple of orifices as well as we're putting a copper backsplash in. So stay tuned for that. But tonight I'm doing tacos. So this is just 2 pounds of venison, ground venison. I put a little bit of minced onion in it and I'm just browning it and waiting for most of this liquid here to evaporate. It's a little different on this propane burner, but it works. This is the little propane burner that Warren bought so he could make grilled cheese in the deer stand with Maria, and then he did it with me. And did he ever do it with you, Peter? No? And I have my taco seasoning right here. As soon as this is done, then I'm going to add in taco seasoning with some water. Maria shredded up some cheese for me. Oh good, this is preheated. I'm using my toaster oven air fryer here to heat up the shells. I have some salsa. I also have sour cream, and then Peter shredded up the lettuce. Normally I would make rice. I'd have to do that here, and you know, rice has to simmer away for 14 minutes, and that just isn't going to work. I suppose I could have used my Instant Pot, just didn't think about it, and I'm not going to do that. One trick that I learned recently is if you're using a homemade taco seasoning, which I've used for like 20 years or probably longer. We've been married 28 years, just celebrated our anniversary. So I've probably been using that for more than, probably for about 27 years. Anyway, the trick I just learned recently is to use cornmeal, just maybe about a tablespoon like that as you're cooking it up. Now some recipes online, they actually mix the cornmeal right into the taco seasoning. I haven't done that yet, and maybe I will. Maybe I'll change it up and add that to it, but the cornmeal just kind of gives it a little extra flavor. It's good. It also kind of helps it thicken up a little bit, kind of like a store-bought packet, taco seasoning packet would. I hear this is beeping at me. Let's get this going. It's been interesting using all of my electric appliances, well, I guess, and the gas too. It's been kind of interesting. I've been using my electric skillet more. I use my crock pot. I mean, they're all things I normally would use, but not every single day. Like now, it's just like every day. It's like, oh, okay, yesterday we've been eating a lot of salad mixes because I can make kind of like the main meal on this and then just throw a salad mix with it. Whereas, you know, like maybe I would have done a roast with mashed potatoes with a vegetable. It's a little bit trickier. So anyway, can be done. It just takes a little bit more thought. And this, I don't really like to leave this just unattended. You know, I mean, if I zip over to the toaster oven, that's okay. But I don't really want there to be a bunch of kids in here, you know, ramming around because, you know, I mean, it's stable enough. We do have to put a pot holder, a thin pot holder under the 2 legs just to make it like perfectly even. I don't know if that's the floor or what it is, but that's what we have to do. Okay, this looks like this is done. So I'm going to get this turned all the way to low. Oop, did I turn it off? Shoot, I just turned it off. Okay, well, it's off then. It's muzzleloader season right now, and I don't know the whole season. I'm pretty sure it started on Monday, so the gun deer season would have ended on Sunday. I think muzzleloader started right away on Monday, although I'm not sure because I feel like in years past there was like a little break and it didn't start till Wednesday. I don't know. I don't muzzleloader hunt, and I think Warren went out one other time and now he just went out today for a few hours. I think he got out there around 2:30 or something like that. So anyway, we're waiting for him to come in and then we will be ready to eat. Good morning. Last night's tacos, well, they were tacos. I forgot to film the finished, but everything was just, it was just regular tacos. I didn't do anything fancy with it, just some pears because, well, with just kind of that one burner, you know, it's just a little bit funny. It's a little funny cooking right now. Anyway, right now I have my crock pot here and I have this 3-pound venison roast. I'm going to get that into the crock pot. I'm going to do it like I've been doing it the last couple of times. Put a stick of butter on top of it along with a whole bunch of seasonings, a little bit of water, and then we're just going to let it cook on low until supper time.
That shooting like a mic stand that comes out to the sanding road.
How much would it cost when I get a dentist appointment?
Alright, I'm heading. We'll see you guys.
All right. Good luck.
Yeah, see you.
Bye. Good luck. Now for lunch. I just washed up some potatoes. I'm going to wrap each potato in foil. Put it in this other crock pot over here. I have a tiny bit of water in the crock pot. Just a tiny bit, like maybe 1/8 of an inch, just to cover the bottom. I have the crock pot set to high, and we're going to let that go until lunch. The goal is to have loaded baked potatoes for lunch with bacon, cheese, and onions. All right, so on high until lunch. I'm actually going to set this back to, we're going to go back to 4 hours. We're just going to set it for 4.5 hours. It's about 4 hours and 10 minutes until lunch. So hopefully on high, those should be done by then. Did your potato cut easily?
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 hours in the crock pot on high, potatoes were perfectly done. This is kind of what it's looking like. We just have fixings: butter, salt, pepper, sour cream, cheese, sliced up some red onion. I have a whole variety of other cheeses over here if this isn't enough. I mean, Sam, there's extra. There's like pepper jack here if you want any of that. And then I did bacon here, which is a little, I was a little uneasy doing bacon up on here because it's basically at like my neck level and it was a little splattery. So then just some bacon on top, and that's lunch today. Super easy.
Hey! Can I add these? Because I'm definitely wanting them.
Yes, yes. Tonight is the holiday train, so basically this is supper.
They're like peppermint marshmallows stuffed in chocolate.
Yeah, sounds good. Did you shake it up, Peter? Did you give it a shake? You gotta shake it, honey. Yep. So I picked up some of these disposable cups. We're gonna walk with our hot chocolate and marshmallows, and that is going to be supper. At least until late when we get home.
You guys get cups.
Can you open this?
We've already eaten a marshmallow plain. They're delicious. Definitely get these. At least I thought it was delicious. What did you think, Warren?
It was okay.
Okay, yeah.
I love them.
I think it was pretty good.
Those would be amazing with s'mores.
Yeah, I think so too.
Good.
The hot chocolate's great too.
Good.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yumsters. That should be a sticker. You should make a new
Can I get a
sticker.
lid?
Yes.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Continuing with our week of meals, I actually warmed up the venison roast for lunch today because last night we ended up going to Arby's after after the holiday train, and so we ended up not needing to have the venison roast last night. On our way to the holiday train, we had apples and oranges on our way, and yeah, we're also having some salad here for lunch.
Where do you sit?
You sit anywhere you can find a spot, Maria. Things are kind of pulled apart a little bit. Warren is working at getting the backsplash, so I ordered the same tiles as what we have on the ceiling from American Tin Ceiling Company, I think is, no, American, what is it called? American Tin Ceiling? American Tin Company? Anyway, I ordered, I think this is called like rustic copper or something like that. I thought it would look pretty in our kitchen like that. So he is installing that today because all of the parts came for the stove. We're so excited, and it looks like today might be the day, although in under 45 minutes we have to leave for our homeschool Christmas.
Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry
Tonight we are having
Christmas
another
and
supper
happy
made on the little propane burner, and it's just ramen. We actually had our Christmas ball today, our homeschool Christmas ball, and so I thought we were just having like snacks. So we actually ate a lunch, and then when we got there, oh boy, this is going to, whoo, that was going to boil over. That would have been really, really bad. Anyway, we got there, and then there was food. Like they had pulled pork sandwiches and chicken salad sandwiches with some veggies and some fruit. And then people brought cookies and things like that too. So I didn't really think that we were all that hungry, but when I made that comment, everyone was like, what are you talking about? We're all hungry. So we're having some ramen, and things are happening. It's getting closer. I am absolutely digging the way this looks. Woo. So Warren is just installing this, and since our opening is wider, it's always wider than stoves, you can see back in there, so he's just kind of putting the tiles down the sides. Tomorrow, I think, he said he's going to work on the orifices, getting this installed. So hopefully...
The stove will be in tomorrow.
Perfect. That's going to be great. The first thing I'm going to make, actually, I'm kind of excited about this button on the stove. It's called a pizza no preheat button. I'm going to have to read the book. Somewhere there should be a book that came with this. I want to read that and see what that is all about. And we do have one frozen pizza, so I think if the stove is in for lunch tomorrow, we will make that pizza right away. Good morning. Still not much for food in this video, has there been? Stick with me. The stove is going to be getting in today, and I think I'm going to be getting some cooking here done. But I just have to tell you, it is feeling so cozy around here today. Look outside. We got just a smidge of snow overnight, and now it just started to snow. And it looks so pretty. Peter built us a fire. I was going to build a fire, and then Warren and I were kind of like, let's wait till later. The day's starting out around 24 degrees or something like that, I think, and it's supposed to get down to -5 gradually as the day goes on and get really, really windy. We're kind of like, well, maybe tonight. But Peter was like, can I build a fire? Sure, because it's just always so cozy. And what else was feeling cozy? Oh, I've got on some Christmas earrings today, and it's just starting to feel kind of like that time of year. Tomorrow is Peter's birthday. Wrapped birthday presents. Yes! Did you forget your brother's birthday's tomorrow? I did. So we got some presents wrapped up for him up there. That's kind of like been the spot for a long, long, long time. I just hung Christmas cards here today. So the only thing that would make it more cozy is if it smelled like Christmas cookies baking. Soon enough, it's gonna smell like Christmas cookies soon enough. Today's lunch is actually, I had one pizza in the freezer, so I was able to do it in my like toaster oven here. I was surprised. I guess it's a lot bigger than I thought. I didn't think a pizza would fit in there, but it did, and it worked out great. I put together one of these bag salads and some oranges, and we have a little bit of the venison roast left here, so we're just kind of, I know he has my glasses again, just making a lunch out of all of that today. It's Christmas tree hunting day. We had to do this because it's just getting colder and colder.
Go this way. Follow Dad's footprints. You got it. Just keep coming.
I don't really know what the temp is right now, but it's going to get colder and colder as the day goes on, and the next couple of days are supposed to be below 0.
You got it. Come on. You got this. See?
Are they saying a high in the negatives like tomorrow, or?
I think high is 7.
Oh, okay. But dipping to negatives.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like -5 or something.
Overnight or something. So we thought we better go today tomorrow's Peter's birthday, and he wanted to, we were trying to earmark his birthday. We were trying to earmark his birthday to get the tree, but it just seems smarter to do it.
Mom, there's a hibernating frog.
Is it actually hibernating or dead?
No, it's hibernating. Because it just moved a bit.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Could you like?
What you do is you put your grab.
Whew, there's a lot of ice. They're talking trapping spots now.
Out there, so that's where you put your stakes. Yeah.
This would be great fire starter.
Great what?
Fire starter.
Yeah.
I got matches if we think we're not gonna make it back. We gotta spend the night in the woods.
I think we'll walk. But I meant fire starter back home.
Oh yeah.
Be a good spot to collect sticks.
Good. Why don't you throw it?
You cut down a nice pine tree and then you just put it over yourself. Lay it down and it'll be like a little.
It feels so good to get out of the wind now. But now comes the hard part. Agreeing to a tree.
Cut it right here, put it in a stand, then you'd have room to stack presents. And the part that you actually decorate is gorgeous.
It doesn't look bad.
I know.
It doesn't look bad.
Peter's got
Sparse at the back.
Well, here's the thing. This one, all of this would get cut off down here, correct? And it would go about right there.
the stump would be right here.
Right.
The branch would get cut off. It'd be very
Joe,
open
just
in the
relax.
bottom, which you want to stack presents.
Yeah.
And then when you put ornaments, it's gonna pull these
gonna
down.
pull those
so it's
down.
gonna make it much fuller. It's got
Yeah.
a nice tight top, so it's not gonna be a round ball.
Yeah.
It's going in a corner where you don't need anything in the back anyway.
It's in the running. It's in the running. Peter, if you can find something better, then you point it out.
Yeah, Peter's very opinionated in Christmas trees. Gonna fall over.
You are going to fall over. We are in a bog swamp right now. A frozen, kind of frozen bog swamp. Oh no. Yeah, that one isn't as good.
This one has like the whole half of the back is bare.
Yeah.
Go up tight in a corner.
How about this one over here? Straight over that way.
Right there?
Do you guys see it? Yeah. Oh boy, this is really wet right there. Yes, that one.
I'm gonna jump over.
I will in a second. I love that.
I think it's too skinny and tight. Hey!
It's very open here, but as trees go, it's very open here too.
That one
Okay.
here, if that one was a bit bigger and more full, that one would be perfect.
Ah,
Mama,
cool.
over here, Mama.
How you doing, Joe?
Your water is cold.
Excuse me. I think we're going, oh boy, I think we're going to be going over that way, honey. So let's go back to where we came from.
See it, Mom? Oh, that tall tree out there? See it?
Oh my gosh, yeah. We're sending Maria out there to get it?
Well, she
You
wondered
think
how
it's
we were
that
going
wet?
to get it, and I said, well, you're going to walk out there, saw it down, and drag it back
Way out there, that one right there.
in. If I had to wait here, I'd say it's real wet.
I hear you, Joe.
I got you.
Yeah, we're getting really deep into the forest here.
Yep.
Maria,
Honey.
What about,
look at that. We got like a 30-pointer.
what about this one?
Come up with a corner.
Too skinny. All right, we got all the way out here.
About this way.
Eyeballed the top of that tree. A little too alpine for everybody, I guess.
Mom.
And Peter is bound and determined that the perfect tree is out there in the middle of that swamp. So there they go. That actually looks like it would be easier walking for Joe and I than in here, but anyway, this is where we are. And they said, trust us, we'll make a good decision. So Joe and I are gonna head back. Let's go, Joe. On the high spots, come on. Right now.
Serious? I'm serious. Mom,
Yes, I'm serious.
honey,
Yep, stay on the high spots.
honey. Neck. Neck. For me.
Let's go.
Don't kick me, honey.
It's okay if you break those branches. Just walk through. Just walk through. Step all the way over to this high spot right here.
High spot.
Mm-hmm.
That.
Yes.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, keep going. You did it. You did it. Okay,
Yes.
let's make it to the next high spot now. Keep it coming.
Yep. That's so pretty cool.
And you did it again.
I did it again. Oh my.
I missed the cutting, but I've been hearing lots of, I love it, I love it.
Wow. That's so wonderful. That's so wonderful.
Look at that tree.
Best wild tree on our property.
I think so too. I don't think we've ever had a tree that's looked quite like this one. Wow.
It even has a lot of pine cones.
I know, I love the pine cones. We are going to have to be a little careful and make sure that there isn't like a mouse nest up in there. That would
Or a
be bad.
bird's nest.
Or a bird's nest. Hey, did I tell you guys that I held a junco today?
Really?
Yes. It was in the shed and it was trying to get out the window. Like it was running into the window,
In the like,
flying.
actual pole shed?
You know, like the warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pole shed.
No, that's not the pole shed. That's the warehouse. It was in the warehouse and it was trying to get out the back window. And
Nice.
yep, there you go. Set that down. And I went over and it took a little bit to grab it, but I grabbed it. And then
Was it a
Joseph.
big one? Nice size jungle?
It was a junco, honey. They're all pretty much the same
Excuse me.
size. But then, yeah. Then I took it out and let it fly away.
Nice.
About, take
And
a,
it just
Maybe
flew
if
around.
I printed
picture.
on you and
Yeah.
you two are gonna be best friends.
I don't really
Take a
need a
picture.
junco imprinting on me.
I don't
First time cooking on the new stove. It's all in and look at that. Isn't that just a beauty? We ran it before and brought the temperature up to 350. Let it stay at that for a little while, you know, because you kind of have to, well, you got to run it the first time because it kind of has a weird smell when you first run a new oven for a while. So we did that already. Got the tree, got that. The tree is in the process of getting at least set in its position and getting watered. And I'm making tater tot casserole. I mean, it's just a good old Wisconsin casserole. I've got 2 cans of veg-all, 1 can of cream of chicken soup. I'd honestly prefer cream of mushroom, but I don't have that right now, or even cream of celery. I have 2 pounds of ground venison here, half of a small onion. I salted and peppered my meat. With venison, it's so nice now. There's just nothing to drain away. As soon as this is browned, which is right now, I'm going to get this mixed into here and get my tater tots on the top.
I love this skit. This is like How dare you?
It looks great.
how dare you?
You're like a tree whisperer.
Hey!
Yes. Timer. These bag salads have been a godsend during this time when, oh boy, you know, the oven and stove has been out of commission. And yes, I can, you know, use my microwave, and I have a toaster, and I have crock pots, and I have my toaster oven back there. And yes, I have all kinds of other ways to make meals, but I don't know. You know, you just kind of like get used to what you know, and vegetables on the stovetop with a little bit of boiling water. That's what I know. And I don't know, it's just nice to have these salads. My point is that I'm so happy last week that I bought all those salads because they've been coming in handy for adding a vegetable to our meals when sometimes you've got like so many different things going, you just can't seem to keep up with it. At least that's how it's been going for me. If I'm managing which we get to put this away, but if I'm managing this, I like to stay right close to this because, you know, look at this. Can you imagine if one of the kids came by and knocked it or something? That'd be horrible. All right, 10 seconds. So we get to hear what the timer sounds like. All right, there it is. Oh, good. It does keep going. Okay, so timer off. And we're going to hit, I think we're going to hit cancel. Oh, yeah, that looks great. Oh, there we go. Cancel. Awesome.
Sam, you like the new stove?
Beautiful. Thank you. Good morning. It's Peter's birthday today, so we're having a little present celebration in the morning.
Jingle bells, Batman smiles, Robin play today.
And then it's off to make his cake, and well, we have schoolwork to do. He has a couple of visitors coming over today, and this is something that he doesn't know yet. But even though it is 6 below zero today, we are going to head into town, and he's going to get to pick out some new teddies. He was asking for a couple of months. His are finally at the point where it's like, yep, I can say yes to that. I let the kids pick out what they want for a birthday supper. And Peter has requested pizza burgers. So I have my Dutch oven over here getting hot, and I have 2 pounds here of hamburger. It's ground venison. I would normally put a good sized onion in here, you know, dice it up. I'm completely out other than a red onion, and I just don't want to use that for pizza burgers. So I'm going to use some of this minced onion here. Quite a bit. That was probably at least a tablespoon, a little more. All right, Peter's visitors is Emily and the kids. And so, and I just hear them here. So here's what I did. I just put in 2 cans of tomato soup. This is for pizza burger mix. This is just like, Warren loves this, Joe loves this, Peter loves this. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to put in 1.5 teaspoons of garlic powder and a teaspoon of oregano, and this is for 2 pounds. The recipe in my cookbook is for 1 pound. I'm going to pepper it pretty well, add a little bit of salt. I can always adjust the salt later. And then I also like to, if I can find it here, am I out? And then somewhere I have, there it is, I have my Portesi seasoning. Hi! I am making a cake, yes. And then some Portesi seasoning. This is not in the recipe because it's not part of the original, but as of the last couple of years, I also add in a teaspoon or so of this Portesi Italian seasoning because it is just so good.
It's a ginger.
Oh, nice. What one is it?
It's just a mini village.
Oh, how fun.